let's move on and speak to Ukrainian journalist Nataliya Gumenyuk, who's on the line from Kiev. Nataliya, I hope you can hear me. I believe you are there or thereabouts in amongst all of what's going on at the moment in the Maidan. Can you bring us up to date? What are you seeing around you?
So the point is, there is an attempt of it's not an attempt, it's a crackdown of Maidan by the police using water cannon and coming into the building with the police, while the people and the opposition leaders are urging the police and the riot police and the forces to stop, because there are two issues. We know that the people were dead, and there were the clashes within the city, and the people were died with the fire guns. But then the people left to Maidan, and there are injured people in the hospitals, but the downtown is blocked. So there is no really necessary help can be given to the injured, as people can't get into. And there is no. We also heard just the news with the Ukrainian media. We're checking it about the first victim, the first person who died at Maidan. I mean, talking about the protester. And I would explain, there is no any opposition or any reason to go against the police at Maidan. People are not going against. There is no real clash. It's just because if we refer to what was happening today, okay, we can tell there was this march and the people were throwing the stones, and then the police started to use the guns or even beating the protesters with hammers. Or, for instance, there was a video of the people being beating in the yards. But now the people are not attacking anybody. People are staying, and they are staying near the stage, near the houses where they've been occupying the place. But the barricades are put on fire. I mean, it's not just because there are both water cannons and both the tents are put on fire. And we're following what's happening, because there are the light grenades used, and there is a huge urge of everybody, of the people, of the activists, of the opposition and some other leaders, to stop for a ceasefire, especially from the police side and from the government. But there is no real any sign. And we also know that the one big channel, one kind of independent channel, which is on TV on the cable networks around the country, is shut down. We can't receive the signal neither on the south nor in the east of the country, and maybe the city can be closed. There is also the information from the official sources. The city, Kiev, can be closed because a lot of people really want to come to Kiev, but they can't reach it.
Okay, that's Ukrainian journalist Nataliya Gumenyuk reporting live for us there from Independence Square in Kiev. And we do now have that Skype connection back up. Sviatoslav Yurash, a spokesperson for the Euromaidan protest movement, I think can hear me now. If you were listening in there, Nataliya Gumenyuk there suggesting that some of the protesters in the square would be willing to abide by some sort of a ceasefire if anything was forthcoming from the other side, but they don't see any sign of that from the police. What is your reading of the situation on the ground at the moment in Independence Square? How bad are things at the moment?
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Are you able to hear me now? What I'm asking you is, what is your sense of the situation at the moment in Independence Square?
Yes, okay, situation right now is such that the police forces have declared that they are going to start the counter-terrorist action on the Maidan, and they asked all the women and children to leave. You have police forces advancing right now at the heart of the Maidan. Tents are burning. You have from the stage the calls for the police to stop, but nothing happens. Here in the headquarters, you have all possible, you will have injured people coming in, you would have resources and supplies brought in. The situation right now is extremely tense, and it's very close to the escalation.
Is there any sense that among the protesters there are people who want to leave, who are prepared to leave, or is the sense more that they want to stand their ground no matter what?
Stand their ground no matter what, most definitely. You have self-defense of the Maidan prepared for the police action, and the government knows that, and that's why previously we saw images of government troops with Kalashnikovs on the northern barricade. We have armored cars coming from the side, from the west of the Maidan, and that's why government is prepared to use the means that protesters don't have.
Explain to me why, in your view, things have escalated so rapidly on Tuesday. It had been beginning to seem as if things were calming down, that a resolution of some sort was on the horizon. Why have things suddenly spiraled so out of control?
Well, the reason why it all went out of control is because government has never actually, as we can see right now, intended this to be a conflict resolution. It has amassed immense government troops in the area of governmental quarters and the parliament, and had used them today very brutally, killing. Right now we have 7 people confirmed dead from the side of protesters, and we have the images coming in of the people in the hospitals, we have people in the streets, we have bodies. It's just unbelievable. The 3rd and the 4th floor of the headquarters from which I'm speaking to you are filled with injured, bloody people, and the site is basically such that the government is actually prepared for this action.
Okay, Sviatoslav Yurash, we'll leave it there from the scene of violent clashes in central Kiev, joining us live via Skype. Thank you very much for your time.